So over the years, I've heard this comment from a lot of clients, like I did just recently, which is that, oh my goodness, my clients said they all want this from me and they're really seriously asking. And yet when I put it out there, nobody signed up for it. It's been several days and nobody's shown up. This is Mark Silver with Heart of Business. And unfortunately, this is a really common situation. And what the issue here is that people need a deadline. We just do. Here, I'm going to give you an example from my own life. There's near us in central Pennsylvania, down near York, there's a farm called Horn Farm, and they're not just a farm, but they do a lot of educational programs around regenerative agriculture. And, we have some land, and we're trying to create a food forest, and we love going there. And one of their instructors was going to lead a food foraging walk in February. Like, what can you forage for food? What can you learn about the environment, even in winter? And and we really wanted to go, and we knew we wanted to go. For a month, we knew we wanted to go. And life is very busy. We have teen sons. We have a lot of things going. There's, I won't list all the things going on, but it was a hard month in terms of our personal lives recently. And it got to be the Friday before the walk on Sunday. And we said, oh my goodness, we better sign up or we're not going to go, And so we signed up Friday for a walk on Sunday, even though we knew for several weeks that we knew we were going to sign up. Because things get urgent, we need deadlines. You can use deadlines ethically. You can use what I call external urgency ethically. External urgency is when there's a situation that is compelling someone to do something. Like, there's internal urgency that comes from, oh my God, I have to deal with this situation, and that's why I'm going to handle it and sign up immediately. External urgency is like, oh, it's going to sell out, or there's a deadline coming up, or there's an early bird price, and that's why I'm going to sign up. I believe that external urgency can be used in really manipulative ways, really terrible ways. I've seen it happen. I've seen people say, oh, it's going to sell out when in fact it's not, or it's going to fill up and they're giving away more than half the spots for free. And, there's a lot of ways that it gets manipulated, and there's other examples as well. But there are really legitimate reasons. It is helpful to us as business owners when people sign up early. It is helpful on a whole bunch of levels. It's helpful just for our nervous systems. We don't have to wonder at the last minute whether it's going to happen or not. It's helpful administratively that sometimes there's things that we need to do to prepare for people to show up, and it's helpful to know whether there's going to be 10 or 20 or 5 or 50 people showing up. And especially when you're doing virtual and there's technology in the way and you want people to be able to access the call or the online home or whatever you're giving them access to, need to make sure that people aren't all trying to get access in the hour before it starts, and your admin staff, or you personally, if you don't have admin staff like so many people, just overwhelmed technologically, when really you should be preparing to do what you do best. And so, as long as you're transparent, as long as you're honest, it's one of the things that I say, that most of the problems in sales and marketing can be solved with honesty. As long as you're honest and say, look, it is a huge help for us if you sign up early. And so, in order to get you to sign up early, in order to invite you to sign up early, I'm going to offer you an early bird price. If you're signed up by a week ahead of time, 2 weeks ahead of time, whatever makes sense, you'll get this early bird price. Otherwise, it'll cost more. I'm going to offer this bonus class because I both want you to have this bonus class, and it's really helpful to me if you're signed up early. If you are honest, if you are vulnerable with them, and you create the urgency, even though it's a little artificial, because it's an artificial deadline of the early bird price goes away or the bonus call happens. It's still really ethical because you're being really clear about your motivations, you're being really clear about why you're doing it, and you're being really clear about what's there. It's worth it to me to give a discount on the price to have you sign up early. So, if you've been in this situation before, I want you to really consider what has become, I don't know if it's human nature exactly, but it's the nature of the culture that we're in, where our nervous systems are a little overwhelmed and many people are just kind of going from one urgency to the next. And so by creating a little external urgency, you get this bumped up in their awareness, and they'll take care of it sooner. And it puts you at ease, and it helps them because they're not rushing in at the last minute. Anyway, I'm curious if you can see an application for this in your own offers. So this has been Mark Silver with Heart of Business, and the best to you and your business.